How aware are you of the creeping menace of global food inflation? This silent economic predator impacts the affordability and accessibility of basic food items, and its effects are felt most acutely by those in the lower income brackets. Imagine this. In Venezuela, food inflation has skyrocketed to a staggering 471%. Yes, you heard it right, 471%. This means the cost of food has multiplied several times over, making it increasingly difficult for the average Venezuelan to afford even the most basic food items. But it's not just Venezuela. In Lebanon, the situation is almost as dire, with food inflation sitting at 350%. Meanwhile, in Argentina and Zimbabwe, the rates are 118% and 117% respectively. Now, let's shift our focus to the Middle East. In Iran, the rate is 78.5%, and in Egypt, it's a whopping 60%. In Turkey, the rate is slightly lower at 52.5%, but it's still significant enough to cause a major impact on the cost of living. Across the border in Pakistan, the rate is 48.65%. Moving to Europe, we find Hungary with a rate of 34%, followed by Ukraine at 20.1%. Even in relatively stable economies like the United Kingdom, Poland, and Belgium, food inflation is a concern. The rates in these countries are 19%, 18.9%, and 16.39% respectively. Now let's turn our attention to Africa. In Nigeria, the rate is 24.82%. A figure that is causing significant hardship for a large portion of the population. The global disparity in food inflation rates is stark. Countries with unstable economies and political unrest tend to have higher rates, while those with more stable economies have lower rates. But the impact is universal. Higher food prices mean that people have to spend more of their income on food, leaving less for other essential items. In conclusion, food inflation is a global problem that affects everyone, regardless of where they live. It's a complex issue with many contributing factors, including political instability, economic policies, and global market trends. It's important to understand the gravity of this issue and its potential to contribute to food insecurity and poverty. As we continue to grapple with the challenges of food inflation, it's clear that a global approach is needed to find solutions that can benefit everyone. Remember, the next time you're at the grocery store and notice that prices seem a bit higher, it's not just your imagination. It's a global issue, and it's something we all need to be aware of.